self-striping yarn. I have a new yarn to show you today, and I released it a couple days ago. Been getting lots of questions about it, so I thought the best way to show you what it is and how to use it is to do a video. So allow me to introduce Sporty Cakes. This is sport weight, 100% bamboo yarn, and it comes in 4 colors in the cake. It's a self-striping yarn, and each one of them has equal amounts of the 4 colors. So for example, this scarf over here is made with 1 of the cakes, and you just knit, or you cast on and knit all the way along until you finish. And if you see, all 4 colors are exactly the same length. So that's a good piece of information to know when designing or when making something, to know that the colors are exactly the same length, so that you can do a really wonderful color block project like this, or use it specifically in the types of designs, and we'll get to that in a little bit. So here are the 6 colors, and I'll do a close-up so you can see all of them. They all coordinate also with Be So Sporty yarn, which is my sport weight bamboo yarn. And what's really amazing about that is that you can mix and match them together. Look at this. The Chill Vibe Sporty Cake goes from Chantilly Lace, Lilac Memories, Pink Damask, and then to Harbor Fog. The Passion Vibe Sporty Cake self-stripes from Tropical Hot Coral to Crushed Berries to $1 Million Red to Passionate Plum. The Fiesta Vibe Sporty Cake self-stripes from Sun-Kissed Yellow to Caribbean Turquoise to $1 Million Red to Tropical Hot Coral. The Cheeky Vibe Sporty Cake self-stripes from Caribbean Turquoise to Blue Danube to Crushed Berries to Sun-Kissed Yellow. The Gradient Plum Sporty Cake self-stripes from Pink Damask to Lavender's First Romance to Lilac Memories to Passionate Plum. The Gradient Teal Sporty Cake self-stripes from Jaded Peacock to Iced Silver Fox to Harbor Fog to Stormy Sea. Okay, so now that you've seen where the colors come from and how to mix and match them, I wanted to show you a few projects that could give you some ideas for how to mix and match the Sporty Cakes with some of the solid colors. So we talked about the 1 hank Sporty Cake scarf, and this is done in 1 color. And I showed you how it changes color equally among the 4 colors, and you can wrap it around your neck and wear it as a cowl. Take this one off. You could also probably wrap it a 3rd time if you wanted to. Really a great pop of color, being color blocked like that. But imagine if you used 2 and changed a color every 2 rows, starting, let's say we did Cheeky Vibe. And let's say you started 1 hank from the center and 1 from the outside and striped every 2 rows. First of all, you'd get 2 of these out of it, and second of all, it would look like even more pop of color. That would be really cool. Or you could do something like this wrap, and you could alternate either using 1 of these or 2 of these in 2 different colors, and then it would look like an 8 color wrap. Or you could pick 1 of the solid colors to go with 1 of the stripes like that. That would be really beautiful. I'll put a link to all of these free patterns on my website in the video description when we're done today. So that would be 2 options. Take that off. And then I've got a couple of shawls to show you. This one I think would be absolutely amazing done in 1 of the solid colors that coordinates with a Sporty Cake. So like on the top portion you do in a solid, and then to do the ruffle at the bottom in a Sporty Cake, it would give you very thin stripes of the 4 colors. So imagine doing this shawl, let's say we could do it in Passion Vibe and Crushed Berries. So let's say you did the top of the shawl, or maybe even in Passionate Plum. Imagine doing the top of the shawl in a solid like this, and then doing the stripes in the Sporty Cake. Bring it up closer. Imagine doing those together. That would just be incredible. Or you could do in the same colors as the shawl, you could do gradient teal and pick one of those 4 colors to do for the top portion, and then do all the stripe in the ruffle in the sporty cake. And then I have one other to show you, and this is where I used one of the hand-dyed, hand-painted yarns that I make, and that's also in Be So Sporty, with the ruffle is lace at the bottom. So what I was going to show you this one for is, imagine if you did the sporty cake in stripes on the top and then picked a solid color for the ruffle at the bottom. Or even more exciting, I think, would be to use 2 sporty cakes, because it's a 2-hank project anyways, and you would do, it would be more of a color block stripe at the top, and then it would be concentrated thin stripes at the bottom, because there's so many more rows in the ruffle. So that's just a few examples of different ways you can use a self-striping yarn with a solid yarn. All of my yarns are available for purchase at KristinOmdahl.com, and if you live in the US, please use coupon code FREESHIPPING.